Hi all, if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. My name is Amira, and today guys we are doing a little chatty get ready with me. I am getting ready to go out to dinner with my family. We are doing a little Sunday dinner at a local steakhouse that just opened, so I am going to be throwing on some makeup, and I was going to film a get ready with me anyway, and I was like, this is the perfect time to do it, so let's get into it. All right guys, so again, if you hear noise, my window's open. My fan is not on, but I do have the window open because I just need air. This room does not get a lot of circulation, so it can be quite warm. It's not super warm, it feels like the heat. And I'm applying sunscreen. I'm probably not going to talk too much about the makeup, but I will of course list everything down below in the description box. Anything with an asterisk is in an affiliate link, so if you choose to use that, I get a small commission. So if you use it, thank you very much. If you don't, that is fine as well, of course. So I'm just applying my sunscreen right now. But yeah, the heat wave that we had here in Chicago finally broke after 4 days of like 105, 100 degree, 101, 103, that type of weather. The irony, of course, with Chicago is we are known for our like in the winter it's called our wind chill factor, and then it's I know AccuWeather calls it the real feel, which is like what it actually feels like. And so our actual temperatures, like our like actual temperatures this past week was like in the 80s, the high 80s, but with the real feel it was in the hundreds, so that was fun. So I've put on my sunscreen. Alrighty, let that sink in. I've already done my brows because I can't, first of all, I can't start my makeup without, like some people do their brows last. I don't know how they do that. I cannot do that. The brows is the first thing I do, but also I like to do my brows before I do my sunscreen, just so that I'm not trying to like apply pencil or anything over like a face that has like too much glide to it, you know what I mean? So yeah, and again, I'll list everything down below, but if you want to know what I'm using the Isn't Tree, and I've been really enjoying this lately. So hi, how are you? How have you guys been doing? I feel like it's been forever since I filmed because it's been over a week, and that's really mostly due to lifing and mostly just like my work schedule. I've talked with you guys before about how intense my work schedule is, and this past week has been just as intense. I work like 10 to 12 hour days, so finding time to film is really hard, and I can do it on the weekends because I used to work Saturdays, but I don't anymore as far as like my office job. My office used to be open on Saturdays and we're not anymore. But the weekend is usually when I get to like sleep a little bit more, or like do my errands and do my laundry and like buy groceries and things like that. And then on top of that, I would have to fit in like filming, and it just hasn't been happening. Like I've been so tired that I just haven't had the energy to do it, which really sucks because, you know, filming is important to me, and it's something that I try to stay on track with, but I haven't really been since I went full-time at my job. I went full-time in April, and I feel like my upload schedule has just gone to complete and utter crap. And it's just basically because I'm trying to find a way to fit it all in, guys. You know, it's a lot. Like, again, I work my office job, I do YouTube, I do cat sitting, I also do some virtual assistant work for a friend of mine, and I do all of that in a week. You know, the cat sitting is as needed, but everything else I'm doing within, you know, the week. So it's a lot. And I know they say we all have the same 24 hours as Beyonce, and we do. But Beyonce also doesn't have to like clean her house, grocery shop, do her laundry, things like that. You know, all of the like regular life things. And don't get me wrong, I love me some Bey, but I actually really hate that quote because it's so like, it's so silly to compare regular folks' lives to like people who are rich and famous and have help. You know what I mean? Like, I would love to have an assistant. I would love it. I would absolutely love to have an assistant, because then I could have somebody help me with my grocery shopping and my laundry and all that good stuff. But I don't. I do it all myself on top of my crazy workload. So yeah, so filming has kind of fallen by the wayside, not intentionally. But my goal is to try and get some sense of normalcy back in my life as far as my schedule. And I don't know if that means like stepping back from something. The thing is, I love everything that I do. Like, and none of the things that I do are things that I like absolutely hate. Now, I may hate the scheduling of it, but I don't hate anything that I do. And I don't necessarily want to give anything up. I'm doing a really quick kind of like bronzy eye because it's easy. And also that's just kind of what I'm in the mood for. It's summer and I love a good like bronzy eye. I know everybody's doing the latte makeup thing and I might do like my version of that because my version of that is probably a little bit, I would probably do something a little bit different than what everybody else is doing. And so if you guys want to see that, maybe I'll do like a get ready with me or try new products. I haven't really purchased a whole lot though, so I don't know about that. But yeah, so that's just why my schedule has been all over the place, but I'm hoping to get back on track, at least get back to 2 times a week. That's really my goal with uploading. But yeah, that's the plan. And I think what I'm just going to have to do is, you know, buckle down and get it done. Because what winds up happening is I wake up and I'm like, but I'm so tired. And then I just sort of like let it slide. And I don't want to do that. This is still work, but it's still the thing that I love doing. And I don't want to like sacrifice that for, you know, other things, because that's one of the reasons why I kind of left corporate America and didn't want to go back. Like I left, you know, I lost my job during the pandemic because my company sold it. It was sold to another company, and my job just basically became redundant. But my goal when I started looking for something else was not going back into a corporate environment, but having more freedom and more flexibility. And I did that for a really long time. I did have that flexibility and that freedom for a really long time. And since going full time at my current job, I just haven't. And I don't want to not be full time at my current job, mainly because, you know, I still have bills to pay, but also because I do enjoy it. So it's just kind of finding a way to get that back and having that time back that I enjoy having in some other way. But yeah, so this is coming out quite smoky. I'll zoom you guys in a bit more so you can really see what I'm doing. It's just kind of muddy. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just kind of like throwing colors on my eye. And my makeup, the way I've been doing my makeup lately, guys, I have, this is the reason why I haven't done any capsules. One is because I just haven't had time to like sit and like plan a capsule. I just haven't. But also like I've been using so much of the same products over and over again that for me it just kind of feels weird to use other products at the moment, because I have really sort of perfected my sort of everyday no fuss no muss summer vibe. I really haven't. I'm gonna kind of do that. This is the most eye makeup I've probably worn in a little while, at least in the last like week or so. As far as eyeshadow, what I've really been doing is just going in with like a liquid shadow and a neutral tone and then throwing on a shimmer. Usually I'll use the one from About Face. I'll use my Fractal Glitter and Fracture, which is like probably my all-time favorite like liquid glitter, you know, shimmer product. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. And I've been not wearing foundation. I'm going to show you my face makeup and what I've been doing, because I've actually really, grab a tissue, excuse me. I've actually really been loving it. And I kind of want to show you guys what I've been doing. I'm going to use this one or this one. Which one do I think I want this one. I'm just going to sit that on top here. Oh yeah, I like that. I'm literally just like, but I figured, hey, I'm going out with the fam for dinner. Let's look nice. Let's do a little extra, you know? Okay. So, guys, I want to talk to you about this new Pat McGrath release. I was going to do new makeup releases. I had all planned out, and then I just didn't have the time. I was really irritated by that. I did the description box, everything. And so it's like, I could do it, but a lot of the stuff that's since been like talked about is kind of out of date. But I wanted to at least at some point get on camera and talk to you guys about this new Pat McGrath palette, because I will be buying it. I just want you to know I will be buying it. But I don't know if you guys are aware of this debacle. This shows how out of the loop I was. So apparently Pat's website accidentally released the palette early. And this little number, this is like a hormonal breakout that just won't go away, and I'm just so irritated by it. But yeah, so it was released early accidentally. It's supposed to be coming out on the 2nd of August, so this upcoming week, or this week, because this is going up. Yeah, so this week. So apparently it was accidentally released on, I think, Friday or Thursday, and a bunch of people were able to buy it. I was not one of those people because I was working and I did not realize that it had been like accidentally released until I went on Instagram and people were like freaking out about how they were able to get their hands on it. And I was just like, what? Guys, I was so irritated because now I'm like, I hope that they didn't like accidentally sell out her stock, because I would be really upset if that is what happened, because I do plan to purchase it on the 2nd. Now, we can talk about how redundant that palette is, and we are definitely going to get into it, but I'm going to hold off my thought. I'm going to hold my thoughts until I've actually like had the palette in my hand and can look at it and compare it, because I feel like a lot of times with Pat's palettes, they always look more similar than they actually are once you actually have them in your possession. So I just don't, I don't want to, you know, talk out of turn and then I get the palette and I'm like, oh, never mind. Because I feel like that's what's going to happen with a lot of folks. It's happened to me. Like remember I was so anti-Utopian Dreams, and I feel like that palette has really grown on me. Like really grown on me. I'm going to use my fingers for this because I've been really loving using my fingers these past few days to blend out. I usually use my fingers to blend out the concealer as well, but I have to use a brush today because I'm just trying to like get it on my face, you know. But under my eyes, I've really been liking the way that looks, and I can kind of spread it a little bit further to sort of marry it with the other concealer. But yeah, I'm gonna purchase it, but I am withholding judgment, because oftentimes I find with her releases, I'll say one thing and then I'll feel differently about it. And I will not get got this time, okay? I will not. All right. As you guys notice, I didn't put anything really on my forehead, and there's a reason for that. I just haven't been wearing a lot of makeup on my forehead because it's been so hot that I'm like sweating and then it just all melts. And I feel like my forehead doesn't really need it, but I know this part of my face probably looks very made up, and I didn't use that much. What I'm using, and I'll show you guys what I'm using. So I've been using this way more than I expected to, and this is the Natasha Denona High Glam Concealer, because what I've been wanting is like light coverage in the sense of like not a lot of face makeup, but I wanted something that was full coverage that would cover up, you know, blemishes and things like that. I had a big blemish on my nose that is healing, and I just needed something that had that, but that I didn't have to use a lot of to get what I needed. And I was like, oh, let me try the High Glam. And then I used the Givenchy concealer under my eyes, and I've just really been loving it, guys. I'm like, oh damn, this is like really nice. Okay. All right, so now I'm going to use the Pat McGrath bronzer in Desert Glow, and this, again, this base is what I've been doing for the past like 2 weeks, week and a half. I do take it up to my temple. But yeah, and I'm using a rougher brush, which I'm only really using this brush because I washed my brushes yesterday and a lot of my regular brushes are just still drying. So yeah. I'm loving that. It's so pretty. Honestly, a lot of the time what I've been doing, guys, is just completely skipping blush and just going over my face with bronzer because it gives my face just enough like natural color. I've been loving the way that looks. So I think I'm going to do that today. I don't think I'm even going to, I didn't bring a blush over here. So I'm like, well, I won't do that. I'll just use this. You see how soft and pretty and like it's hold for the truck. You see how soft and pretty this is? I've been really loving this vibe. Alrighty. Just a little bit more to make it a little bit more intense because I like that look. A little bit of my chin. But yeah, so one thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, and you tell me what you think. I've been thinking about it, but I want to run it past you because you guys are the people that would either be joining this or not. I'm thinking about starting either a Patreon or a membership, mostly because there are lots of things that I want to talk about on my channel that are a bit more personal, but I don't feel comfortable doing that out to the masses. Like anybody can click on this video and comment on it, and you know, I'm just not about that. I'm just like, I'm gonna zoom you guys out a little bit more now that I'm done with that. I'm just not about that life, you know. I don't necessarily want a bunch of randos hearing my business or, you know, commenting on it, but I do want to sort of, you know, share a bit more because I'm sure if you are a you know, a long time subscriber or even a short term one, you probably know that I'm pretty private. Like I talk about things on here, but I don't talk about a lot of things. And I probably would never be like somebody who just laid all my business out for everybody, but I do want to be more specific about things when I kind of talk in riddles, but I just don't want to do it on main YouTube because it's, you know, I'm just not about that troll life. I'm too old for that and I'm just not going to deal with it. So I was wondering if you guys would want that. And I'm like, well, what kind of content could I do? I would definitely want to get more personal, but I also don't want to give you guys something more valuable than just me talking about my business. And I think I'm sort of leaning towards maybe doing some of my, getting back into more of like my trying out more editorial makeup. I do kind of miss that. I used to do it all the time on Instagram, but I just don't have time for both platforms. Like I just don't. Like for me, I've had to choose. I don't know how people do both. I think if it's your full-time job, you probably can do both and it's great. It's manageable, but I don't. So I really had to choose between the two as far as regular makeup content. And I really want to keep it on in long form. I prefer long form. So I'm thinking, and you guys let me know, that I would start either a membership or a Patreon. I don't know which, so I want you guys to tell me which you would prefer. If it would be a Patreon you would prefer or a membership page here on YouTube directly. And just doing more like experimental things with makeup, trying new things out that, you know, new techniques and things like that with you guys. And also doing like maybe some more book related content. I do want to do more of it. I know I did it with when I talked about the books that I read so far in 2023, and I'm reading a book right now. I'm almost done with it, and it is hands down one of the wildest but also like really interesting and good books that I've read this year, like hands down. And I probably will talk about it a bit on my channel directly. But I'm thinking if I started like a book club or something like that, would you guys be interested in it? Like where we pick a book, we vote on a book, and then we discuss it on, you know, under the membership or on Patreon. You guys, I'm making a mess here. I always do when I'm trying to do the smoky under eye. It's always like a hot mess. But I want you guys to let me know if that's something you would actually be interested in, because then I could kind of spend more time on that. Content right now, it's like I don't know what with YouTube you really have to sort of, I just got like eyeshadow on you really have to sort of gauge what's gonna work for your channel as far as, you know, what is worth spending your time on, you know. And I don't really know if that is something worth spending my time on. I've done one video, I might do another one just to see, but you guys let me know. I know some of you, when I did that video, were really excited about it and expressed interest. So I just want to know if that's something you would be interested in as part of a membership. I usually, what I've been doing with mascara, guys, is just doing my top lashes, but that's because I've been doing really minimal eye makeup and it looks really pretty. I really love the look of only doing mascara on the top lashes because it can make the eyes look really wide and awake and youthful. Whereas putting, you know, mascara on both, you know, bottom and top lashes instantly kind of makes it look more dramatic or more sultry, or, you know, and depending on, you know, how much mascara you use and all that good stuff. So I've really been loving the look of just having it on the top lashes, and I might do that right now because we're going out to dinner, but it's not late. Like we're going with my mom, and my mom's not out late, y'all. So we're doing an early Sunday dinner, and I'm just like, I don't need I've already got a lot, you know, of like the sultriness going on at the top and with the smoked out bottom lash line. So I think I'm just gonna do mascara on the top. And I just got mascara on my nose, so that's fun. That's fun. I love that for me. We're gonna let that dry and then get that off. Love that. But yeah, so those are some of the ideas that I've been having for a membership or a Patreon. So you guys let me know in the comments, please, if you can, if you would be interested in a membership. It wouldn't be, I'm not talking about like $15, $20 a month. I'm talking about like one or two a month, like nothing crazy. But let me know if that's something you would be interested in, and also if that kind of content is something you would be interested in. I really like the way that looks. I kind of want to put liner on the lower lash line, but I'm like, will that make it a little too sultry, and I'm kind of trying to avoid that. Okay, that was not dry. I thought it was. That was not dry. All right. But yeah, let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in, because I would want to know, you know. All right. Very pretty. Let's do lips now. Okay, so look how empty, I don't know if you guys can see this, how empty this is. This is the Julia's Place, I think this is the Earth gloss, I think that's what it's called, and this is the shade Nubian Nude. Guys, there's like barely, I don't know if I'm even going to be able to get anything out of this. I want to wear it today because I just want to wear a nude lip gloss. Which color is this? This is Control from ColourPop. I don't even know if they make this anymore. I haven't ordered from ColourPop in so long. And this is what it does. This is why I love ColourPop products, but this is the kind of thing I have to deal with as far as quality of the components. Are they still like this? I don't know. I have a bunch of these, and this one's kind of dark. I just grabbed the first brown I could find because I just didn't feel like looking. So it might be a little too dark for what I'm trying to do, but we'll see. But yeah, that Nubian Nude, I have worn that. I didn't do a project. I didn't do it. Hold, please. Okay. Lips are finally lined because that was ridiculous. That was like comedy bears. I didn't do a project pan this year on purpose. I just wanted to see if I could get use out of my products by swapping them out, doing those makeup capsules. And like I said, I haven't done a makeup capsule these past 2 months, and I'm probably just going to finish out the summer not doing one because I've been so boring with my makeup, and I've kind of enjoyed that. I've kind of enjoyed just like doing the same thing. Usually I'm always like trying to like, you know, be creative, and, you know, which is fine, and I love that aspect of it, but I also kind of like the comfort of just like sitting down and grabbing like the same 5 products and like doing a look that is maybe the same look I did yesterday, but it's really pretty and I feel good in it. Like there's something to be said for that. But one thing I've noticed is that even though I haven't done a project pan this year, I've actually finished more makeup this year than I did when I was purposely panning things. Wild, I know. I have panned So many lip products. This is one of them. This is like what I've been able to eke out of this. I'm probably going to have to grab my other Juvia's Place lip gloss, which is brown sugar. I'm filming this the weekend of National Lipstick Day, which I think was Saturday. And I ordered another one of these because I love this shade so much. And it's the one that's like the dupe for that Dose of Colors one that I love. But yeah, what I love about it is the color, but I also love the applicator. Look at that. It's like one of those, like, it's like the kind of applicator that you see in like lip oils that are really like wide and easy to apply across the lips. And I just love it. I love this look. So I got another one of these, and then I got another one. So these were buy one, get one half off on Ulta. I know Juvia's Place was having their own sale, but I was buying things from Ulta anyway. And so I was like, I'm not trying to place 2 orders. So I just got everything from Ulta, and these were buy one, get one half off. And I only wanted one thing from Juvia's Place. So I was just like, it doesn't make, you know, like I would have bought like maybe 2 glosses would have been like 14 bucks plus shipping. I was just like, I'm just going to get my points from my, you know, get my points added to my Ulta account and get other things that I need. So yes, I bought that. I just did a different look with my hair, guys. I did a different technique. I am the wash and go girl. I am the girl. These are for my natural hair girlies out there. I just do a wash and go because I'm really simple with my hair. I don't like doing my own hair. I don't know how to do my own hair. It's too much work. Like, I am the girly who spends time on makeup and nails. That's like, hair is not, I'm not interested. So like I decided to do a twist out, and I'm still like, I'm not 100% happy with how it turned out because my hair is quite, I have a lot of hair, but it's quite fine. So it has a tendency to frizz, and I feel like some of the edges have frizzed a little bit in the twist out. So if you do twist outs on a regular, for my natural girlies who are watching, and I know I have a few on here, how do you combat that? How do you combat the frizz with a twist out? It's hard for me because, again, I have a lot of hair. My hair is incredibly, like, ridiculously thick. If I let my hair air dry, it usually takes 24 to 48 hours for my hair to completely dry, like in my, like down in the scalp. That's how long it takes. That's how thick my hair is. So this was the first time it dried in like 24 hours. Like, it was dry, mostly dry by the end of the day. And I was like shocked because, and I think it's because it was twisted out. So my scalp was exposed and I could like, the air could like really dry the hair. So I really love that aspect, but I don't know if I like the look of the twist out yet, or if I'm just not used to it. So tell me what you guys do with your twist outs when you take them out. Like, how do you manage that? I need some tips and techniques. All right, guys, I am going to finish off with some setting spray. This is the setting spray. I bought this on Ulta last month. I think it was last month or beginning of this month. It's the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. I hadn't been using setting mist or anything like that for a while, but I found with the summer heat and with my office air and everything, I needed a setting spray, but I didn't want to spend a lot of money on one. So I got this one, which is supposed to be, I think, a dupe for either the Urban Decay or the Charlotte Tilbury. I can't remember. But I really like it. I really like it. So I'm going to spray that. And it is really fine. Like, sometimes I don't even feel it touching my face. Like, I kind of can see it, but it's not like, you know, I don't feel like my face is like sopping wet, which is nice. All right, guys, so I am all done. Let me know in the comments down below about your feelings about membership Patreon and what you would like to see, if you're into some of these suggestions that I gave, or if you have your own suggestions. I will take those into consideration, of course. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to hit the like button, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye now.